Aduka Julu from the free throw line, taking it in and pulls up. No, but Gracie Wingy with the offensive rebound. Resets back up top. Looks like the Panthers come out with all 5 of their original starters, including Elena Bowe, who's playing with 3 fouls. Nearly threw it away there to Ajulu. Madden Greenway with the steal. Dishes off and gets it to her teammate Emma Millerburn. Only 2 points for Millerburn in the first half on 1 of 4 shooting from the field. 52-37. Lions have the advantage, opening up their first double-digit lead of the game. Wilson underneath the basket, no. Almost tipped it back to a teammate. How about that outlet pass right up the floor to get it to Millerburn again. Providence bringing the pressure. That caused the Panthers some problems, and they're going to be a timeout called by Andy Bergbaum. He'll do that to avoid the 8-second violation to get it over the half-court line. And so Lakeville North will circle up here. Early timeout taken as we play just over 2 minutes. We'll keep it right here in this second half. Lakeville North opened up an 8-2 advantage in the first half. It was neck and neck for most of the first half. 16-10, Providence Academy went on a little bit of a run, and it stayed a one-possession game for most of the half until Providence closed that first half on a 13-3 run. And so far they've opened up the second half with a 6-0 run of their own. So make it 19-3 Providence Academy since about 5 minutes left to go in that second half.
Number 30, Madden Greenway, that's her second.
Madden Greenway is not one of the Lions in foul trouble right now, but that could change. She just picked up her second in the early proceedings of the second half. 16:37 left to go. Panthers will inbound to the half-court line with Robinson. Gets it into Elena Bowe, committed to University of Minnesota Duluth in the NSIC. Gives it up, trying to feed it to Wilson. And another turnover for the Panthers. Greenway in transition. The lefty finish to get her to 20. And the Tides continuing to go Providence Academy's way. 8-0, make it 10-0 run to open up the second half. And 23-3 going back to late in the second. 56-37. Lions right now. The drought continues for Lakeville North. Julu to Wingy. Flips it in down low to Wilson. Double team comes. Gets it back out to Wingy. Wingy tucks it off right hand. The lid stays on the rim for Lakeville North. Greenway pulls up into a 3 in transition and airballs it. Greenway had 18 points in the first half. She did so on 5 of 8 shooting, pretty efficient. To this point, she's 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Greenway showing off the soccer skills as well, too, juggling the basketball. Her and her sister are state champion soccer players. Providence Academy, I believe it was the 2A title they won just this past fall at US Bank Stadium. And none would be surprised. Madden Greenway was the Lions' leading scorer on the soccer pitch as well, too. 42 goals scored last fall, second in the entire state.
Number 2, Elena Bowe, that's her 4th.
Elena Bowe just picked up her 4th foul and now has to sit for Lakeville North. I don't think it can be overstated on how big of an impact that's had in the game. Bowe, such a steadying player on both ends, and maybe the Panthers' best perimeter defender. They have not had her for most of the game in foul trouble. She picked up 2 early and a 3rd one about midway through the first half. She's probably going to be the primary on-ball defender of Madden Greenway. 56-37, coughed up here by Providence Academy. Their first turnover the second half. They had 7 in the first. We played nearly 3 minutes into the second. 15 to go. Panthers looking for their first bucket of the second half. They're looking for their first points of any kind. They'll take it any way they can get it right now. It was 9-point advantage for Providence Academy at the break. Wilson, no. Drought continues. Batted around. Nicely done by Greenway to keep that ball alive. Providence will set up into the half court. Greenway off the left wing. Tough lefty runner. No good. With the lead Providence Academy has right now, it's not in their nature to play slow, but you almost wonder if Coach Getz needs to rein it in over there. And Wingy off the mark on the three. There is still a lot of time left, but I don't know that it's too early to start thinking about limiting the possessions if you can. McKenna Schaefer picks up number 3 for Providence Academy. They've got to start playing a little bit softer on defense. Counts has 4. Schaefer, number 21, now has 3. And Providence Academy, as we've talked about, not a ton of depth they want to lean on coming off the bench. Lauren Robison to inbound it. She's been a standout for the Panthers. 3 first-half threes yet to score here in the second half. I don't know what that was about. They'll make Robison inbound the play yet again. And they find McCudden. Sierra McCudden still trying to break the drought for the Panthers. Ajulu inside to Wilson. 8 to shoot. High off the glass, no. Aduka Julu with a rebound puts it up. And that one doesn't drop either. The tough stretch continues for the Panthers. And Providence Academy will give it up on the other end. If Lakeville North sniffs their way back into this game and gets hot, Providence Academy are going to look back at some of these early second half possessions and wonder, what were we thinking? Nearly up 20. They're still trying to push and get it in transition, and that's all well and good. If you have the easy bucket, take it. They are forcing it right now. A couple of turnovers back to back. They'll get it up ahead to McCudden, and a foul in on Providence Academy.
Greenway, that's her second personal, Lions third.
That'll be the second on Beckett Greenway. 3.5 for Providence, only 1 committed by Lakeville North, and tipped off the hands there of Wilson, and another turnover for Lakeville North. 14 in the game now for the Panthers. Sloppy. Providence gives it right up. I think that's 3 turnovers in a row. Ajulu with the steal. And thrown away by the Panthers yet again. 13:36 left to go, second half. 54-37. Providence Academy have a commanding lead. They have not played their cleanest basketball of the year. Counts, little jumper in the lane. That's more like it. I think the Panthers were playing a little bit of a zone defensive look there. And that was easy for Counts to spin around and hit the jumper well within her range. Wingy firing from 3, still doesn't go. Wingy will pass up the rebuttal and get it up high to Lauren Robison. 10-0 run to open up the second half here for Providence Academy, and 23-3 going back late into the first half. Greenway pulls out and gets back into the paint. Tries to split 2 defenders. Tough shot as she tried to go between Wilson and McCudden. And a whistle as Ajulu steps out here on the right side. Panthers will make changes as Robison and McCudden will sit. They bring back in Bryn Conan off the bench. And this is Lily Christensen, the sophomore, with it. Had a couple of points at the free throw line in the first half. Works it on to Conan, the other that just checked in for Coach Bert Vom with her. Wilson, long 2, ends the drought finally for Lakeville North.
Wilson, 2.
It cuts into a 10-0 run to open up the half for Providence and a 23-3 run from earlier in the game. Corner look, Greenway does not go for three. Wingy takes her time getting it over the half-court line, breaks the pressure, crosses up Greenway, the hoop and the horn. Sometimes you just gotta see one go through. Wingy saw her teammate do it, took it to the tin. And Beckett Greenway picks up her third personal foul. Gracie Wingy with a chance at an old school three-point play. 41-58. Still a bit of a hill to climb here for Lakeville North, but a good start.
Fouls on the Panthers, number 21, Lily Christensen. That's her first personal. Team second.
First on Christensen. Neither team threatening to get into the bonus as of yet. There's 4 on the Lions, 2 on the Panthers. A big cat matchup. Top 10 teams in the state of Minnesota on our Fox 9 prep game of the week. Providence Academy, the 3-time defending state champions in Class 2A. Coach Getz calls timeout. We'll take it with them. 58-42. Panthers still trailing here in Providence Academy.
60 communities deliver safety and stability that improves lives. We build trust, one relationship at a time, and surround people with holistic programs and resources that ensure safe and healthy homes, address hunger and homelessness, and increase high school graduation rates. With community support, we lay the foundation for a better tomorrow. 360 Communities. Help in the moment, hope for the future.
I'm Jill from the Jill Henning State Farm Agency in Lakeville. The winner of this competition will be the team that excels at the little things. At the Jill Henning State Farm Agency, we are committed to the little things. Whether it's answering your call and resolving what you need quickly, going the extra mile to ensure you have a smooth claims experience, or making sure you understand what coverage you need so you don't end up with too much or too little. Stop by the Jill Henning State Farm Agency on Kenwood Trail in Lakeville, or check us out online at jillhenning.net to see what our client reviews have to say about working with us.
58-42, Panthers broke the drought to start the second half. After Providence Academy raced out to a 10-0 run to begin the second, Panthers break the seal, but still has some work to do. Number 1 ranked Providence Academy, winners of 18 in a row going back to last season, batted around for a couple of offensive rebounds, but can't finish in the end. And the Panthers control down 16. Ajulu works it out to Christensen. They get it back to Wingy up high. Wingy has one of just 2 buckets for the Panthers here in the second half. Wild shot underneath, and Ajulu puts it back up there for Lakeville North. (58-44). Beckett Greenway to the high post. It counts. Millerburn for 3. Yes. Emma Millerburns, a returning starter and one of those key varsity contributors to the Lions' 3rd straight state title last year. No team in Minnesota girls basketball has ever won 4 state championships in a row at any class. Providence Academy trying to do it at the 2A level this year. Giveaway, and Madden Greenway with the finish and the foul. She's headed to the line. It's 22 for Greenway now. McCudden picks up her second personal foul as Greenway goes to the line for a 3-point play. Greenway entered the year with over 3,400 points. It ranks 14th all-time in Minnesota girls basketball history. She has already moved up to 8th all-time with 3,611. She trails Addie Mack, who is still playing, a senior at Minneapolis-St Academy, who's committed to Maryland. She'll be playing in the Big Ten next year. Mack is probably going to finish her career at the end of this season second all-time. And Greenway and Mack, when it's all said and done, they're on pace to be the second and third ever players in Minnesota girls hoops history to get to over 5,000 career points. The one that everybody is chasing is Rebecca Dahlman. She played at Brom High School from 2008 to 2013. Only player in state history on the girls' side to reach 5,000 career points. Here's a shot from three by Milliburn. Doesn't go. Wilson with a rebound. 64-44. The lead still 20 here for Providence Academy.
Fouls on the line, number 4, Emma Milliburn. That's her second personal. Lions 5th.
Fifth team foul for Providence Academy on one that is starting to look out of reach for Andy Berkvam and Lakeville North. Well, a lot of credit should be given to the Panthers and Coach Berkvam for scheduling this series. They played last year in Lakeville, where the Lions won in a one-possession game that came down to the wire. This one swirls in and out. Somehow it doesn't go. That's just been the way it's gone for Lakeville tonight. Lily Christensen with a miss, tipped off the Lions, and the Panthers will get another chance. 9:05 left to go. 64-44 Providence Academy. 20 seconds left in the shot clock. And they didn't get it in bounds in time. And it's another turnover here for the Panthers. They're 18th of the game. When you're a Class 4A school, the biggest division in high school basketball, nice up and under move, Hope counts. That gets her to a dozen. It does not behoove you to schedule games against the lower classes. If you lose, it hurts you in the QRF rankings. Lauren Robinson with that last miss from three, a wrestle for the rebound, and in the thick of it for Lakeville North was Christensen. They'll call jump ball, and it'll stay with the Panthers. You don't have a lot to gain if you're the 4A school in a matchup with a lower class. A lot of the sections use QRF pretty heavily when they decide the seedings for section playoffs, but credit to Coach Berkvam, he doesn't care about that. Lakeville North are typically, if not the favorite, one of the favorites in Section 1 and 4A. So they're going to have a pretty sweet spot to be if they win their conference games like they usually do. Here's Bowe trying for three, way too strong. She's been in so much foul trouble today, we barely said her name. That's the first shot attempt from the floor for Elena Bowe, a 10-a-game scorer.
Fouls on the Panthers, number 4.
That's her first shot, and she stays scoreless, missing from the three. They'll give the foul there to Robinson, the freshman, picking up her first. So Berkvam doesn't care. They have an opportunity to play a team like Providence Academy with some of the players like the Greenway sisters, like a Hope Counts. It's good competition that sharpens you for the state tournament. Counts missing the second effort after the Nikolai attempts, and it stays 66-44. This is the largest lead that Providence Academy has had so far on the night, 22 points. Bowe along the baseline. Bowe lowers the shoulder, and they're going to call an offensive foul, and that is going to be the end of the night for Elena Bowe.
Fouls on number 2, Elena Bowe. That's her 5th.
She ends the night fouling out, no points on one shot attempt, and a tremendous player we just did not get to see enough of tonight for Lakeville North. Picked up two quick ones, sat on the bench for most of the first half, and a frustrating night for one of the best defenders in the state. Beckett Greenway knocks one through on the other end and extends that monsoon of an advantage here for Providence Academy. 7.5 minutes left to play. Flip down, Ajulu, lefty runner on the move. Aduka Julu's been a bright spot for Lakeville North. 18 points to lead the way for the Panthers. Little spinning turnaround from Greenway. My goodness. Madden Greenway to 25 now for the Lions. 7 minutes left to go. Walk through here by Robison. Touches it off to the high post here to Wilson. Wilson down low. Nice slip off to a Julu. And a foul going to go against the Lions here. It has not been the cleanest game from either side. A Julu will go to the line. Madden Greenway, Beckett Greenway, all of a sudden picks up her 4th. And now 2 Lion starters are in danger of fouling out. This game looking to be well in hand for Providence Academy. A Julu stays at 18 with that miss. A Julu averaged 9 points per game last year, ranked 5th on the Panther team. Her average ticking up. She came into play today 10-7 a game through 3 and has 18 tonight, which is a new season high. And I believe that's a new career high. Here's a jumper from Wilson, left off the front. So in back-to-back years, there's given up by Gracie Wingy. Running the floor, go the Lions. Nice step through crossover move from Nikolai. Didn't have the finish. Pitches out, Greenway, deep 3, a little short. A Julu with a rebound. Panthers get it up to Wingy, 70-46. Right now the lead. And Robison can't find the stroke she had going, especially in the first half. And that one bats out here. Providence Academy basketball. Lauren Robison, we talked about some of the D1 bloodlines in the Panthers already with Sahara Wilson and her older sister. Lauren Robison's older brother is a freshman at Wisconsin and a commit out of Lakeville North who is playing for the Badgers right now. Jack, Lauren's older brother, she's the trigger right here for Lakeville North. He was a Mr. Basketball finalist for Lakeville North last year. Came up just short of the state tournament. And a lot of, particularly on the boys' side, mostly a lot of Lakeville North basketball players going from Lakeville to Madison. It's become something of a pipeline these last 10 years. Lakeville North Panthers turned into Wisconsin Badgers. 70-46. Remains our score here. Providence Academy leads it 5.5 to go. Greenway off the baseline. Strokes that one through. 27 now for Greenway. She's almost to her per game average, which is remarkably 30 a game. And again, her and Addie Mack of Minnehaha Academy are going to be duking it out night in and night out for the state scoring title this year. Foul here goes against Nikolai, sending Wilson to the line. So Addie Mack, we mentioned, is going to Maryland. She has a slight edge entering play today on Greenway. Greenway had come in with 210 points. Mack had 239. Greenway is 5th in the state in overall points per game. Most teams have not already played 7. It'll be 8 after tonight. But give some credit to Addie Mack. That's a miss by Schaefer on the other end. Mack has played 6, I believe, entering the night, and is still leading Greenway in scoring. Everybody else on that list, and we've said Greenway 5th in points per game. Everybody else has only played just a handful of games to start the year. There's Madden Greenway barreling down the other way. They're going to get Sophia Perry for the foul and send Greenway to the line to shoot 2. 4:51 left to go. 72-46. Providence Academy looking impressive here against a good Lakeville North team who, at the conclusion of this one, are going to drop to 1-3 on the year. But their losses, I mean, what a resume. They've lost to 1-2 in the entire state in Class 4A and are likely to fall now tonight to the #1 ranked team in Class 2A. And it doesn't get a lot easier for Lakeville North. They dip into conference play. They'll go at Egan coming up on Friday. Next Tuesday, take on a pretty good Prior Lake team with some talent. How about the fired pass down low by Madden Greenway? It tipped off the hands of its intended target as she was looking for Schaefer down there. But you see the vision from Madden Greenway. She's a great passer as well as a scorer. Averages 7 assists per game and nearly 6 steals per. Up high to Conan. Out to Wilson. Passes up the long 2. Robinson for 3. Too strong. Off the backboard. Rebound falls fortuitously to Conan, and she'll give it up. It was kicking off of Robinson, but off of a Providence Academy player last. 4:05 left to go. 73-46. Lions lead it here in the second half. At the shot clock, just to squeeze one off, was Perry. No dice. Greenway. Quick shot on the other end. She's almost determined to hit that 30 mark, and now she's going to be on the hunt for 40 next. 75-46. A try off the left wing. That time from Perry, no. Providence Academy still playing with that blistering pace, even with the game well in hand. Up by 19. They've led by as much as 24 here tonight. And in that effort to get it up the floor quickly, the Lions turn it over. With how fast Providence Academy plays, the fact that they have 12 turnovers tonight by our count, that's not a bad figure. Lakeville North are going to review the tape and find a lot to improve upon. 20 turnovers so far for this team that have now turned it over 20 or more times in all 3 of their losses to start the year, including tonight. They get some new players in, and backing down her man is Sarah Osowski, the sophomore. Number 40 getting involved, and Greenway right back the other way for Providence Academy. Both teams trade buckets. We said Osowski, that's Madeline Bell, the freshman, who's getting the cheers. Her first varsity points. We're getting some celebrations over on the sideline. Hope Counts picking up her 5th foul there. Is going to foul out, and just in time, the JV reinforcements are going to come into the game in mass. 77-48 with Lily Christensen at the line. Carolyn Dierberger is one of the hockey line change subs that just came on. Stella Siri, a freshman guard. And you've also got Healy and Nikolai, who we've already seen still in the game here for Providence Academy. 77-50 ball game. This was close, with the Panthers at one point leading 35-34 with about 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Lions closed that half on a 13-3 run, opened up the second with a 10-0 run. A lid seemed to form on top of the rim, and the Panthers just couldn't find their stroke in the second half, and way too sloppy with a basketball to knock off the number 1 ranked team in Class 2A. There's a second bucket for, again, the freshman Bell. And now the Lions settle into the half court. 2 minutes left to go with most of the JV lineup on the floor. And they give it up. So we mentioned what's coming up. Lakeville North at Egan on Friday. They'll play Prior Lake on Tuesday. You talk about the resume that Coach Bergbaum has built up in the tough schedule. The next non-conference game he has scheduled is 4th-ranked Minnetonka a week from this Thursday. So 2 games of the Panthers will dip into conference play for the first time. The next 2 in the South Suburban. Little runner there in the baseline. And Sophia Perry gets onto the score sheet for Lakeville North there. The Lions next will have some time off for a while. This is their 8th game of the year. They're going to play Thursday in their 9th game against Dover Iota. That'll be a 7 p.m. tip-off here at home. They are off next week during their finals week here at Providence. They won't play again until they go to the Granite City Classic and play Friday on the 27th against number 1 Hopkins, and they'll play the 3rd-ranked team in their class in Duluth Marshall. That is 2 of the top players in the state. Chloe Johnson, I believe, a sophomore now for Marshall. And Providence Academy, 2 of the favorites in the Class 2A state tournament this year. They'll face off at St. Benedict's around the holidays. So a couple of weeks off for Providence Academy after they play again on Thursday. Shannon Healy with her first bucket of the game. Lays one through there for the Lions, 79-54. Providence Academy are averaging 83 points per game to start the year, which is 2nd in the state. So they are not even yet to their per game scoring average on the year. Bell with another bucket for Lakeville North, and a foul here as Healy came crashing in toward the 10. 53 seconds left to go here in the second half.
Fouls on the Panthers, number 34, Boston.
Lakeville North will also be at that Granite City Classic later in the month, but these 2 teams will not match up. It's not a tournament style. You get a couple of predetermined matchups. You play on Friday and Saturday after Christmas. 80-56 after Healy knocks one through. The 5'10 junior forward, who is a state champion soccer player this past fall. Teammates with the 2 Greenway sisters on that Providence team that won it all. 48 seconds left to go. She's trying to win a 4th straight state title with the Greenway sisters in basketball this year. Off the line from Nevaeh Coles. 20 seconds left to go. A couple of tries and an offensive rebound. Nikolai gets it through here for Providence Academy. 82, that'll get them just shy of their per game average on the year, which is 2nd in the state. 12 seconds left to go. Only that Minnehaha Academy team that we've been talking about because of the talented Addie Mack score more per game than Providence Academy early in the year. 4.6 seconds left to go. If you like scoring, you might want to check out that Providence Academy Minnehaha matchup. That was the same game that produced a Madden Greenway 60 piece a couple of years ago when Greenway was a sophomore. Half-court heave by the Panthers, and that will take us down to the final horn, led by 32 points from Madden Greenway. The Providence Academy Lions shake off some early foul troubles and rally past Lakeville North, a game that was close in the first half. Lions race out to a 13-3 run to end the first, score the first 10 of the second half, and keep the Panthers at an arm's length the rest of the night. Providence Academy goes to 8-0 on the season. They win their 19th straight, going back to a run to the state title in Class 2A last year. We'll take a break, come on back to recap the action here from Plymouth, Minnesota next to round things out in our Fox 9 Game of the Week.
It's not just any day. It's your day off. A chance to reset, to recharge. A day to lace up, stretch out, and dive into what ignites your soul. This day is all about you, living life at your summit.
A good neighbor would give you a cup of sugar if you asked. At True Stone Financial, we don't have any sugar, but we will give you up to $350 when you switch to a True Stone checking account. It's true, because we're True Stone.
It's not just any day. It's your day off. A chance to reset, to recharge. A day to lace up, stretch out, and dive into what ignites your soul. This day is all about you, living life at your summit.
I think that Beehive Homes of Lakeville stands out from other options is because of their unique layout and the limited amount of rooms, but the fact that even though they only have 20 units, they have a lot of staff so that there's hands-on care 24/7. You know, my mother is fairly picky about the food, but here they took really good care of her. If there was something on the menu that they knew that my mother didn't like, they'd make something special just for her.
I'm Jill from the Jill Henning State Farm Agency in Lakeville. The winner of this competition will be the team that excels at the little things. At the Jill Henning State Farm Agency, we are committed to the little things. Whether it's answering your call and resolving what you need quickly, going the extra mile to ensure you have a smooth claims experience, or making sure you understand what coverage you need so you don't end up with too much or too little. Stop by the Jill Henning State Farm Agency on Kenwood Trail in Lakeville, or check us out online at jillhenning.net to see what our client reviews have to say about working with us.
At Luther Burnsville Hyundai, we're more than just the South Metro's top Hyundai dealer. We care about the community we serve. That's why we're excited every time a young student gets behind the wheel for the first time. We also take pride in selling safe, reliable vehicles for kids and families, because we want everyone driving to practice, games, or concerts to arrive safe and sound. At Luther Burnsville Hyundai, we take pride in serving the community and are proud to support high school activities.
There are lots of reasons to want a big backyard. At Truestone Home Mortgage, we all agree dog birthday party is at the top. Great home loans, expert help, and a focus on what matters to you. It's true, because we're Truestone.
Back inside the Providence Academy gym, the number 1 ranked team in Class 2A stays unbeaten, 8-0 to start the 24-25 season for the Lions, and Providence's 19th straight win going back to February the 2nd of last season when they fell here at home to Maple Grove. Matt Dean, welcoming you back in as we wrap things up on our Fox 9 prep game of the week. Leaders in the game, Madden Greenway shook off a cold shooting start, finishes with 32, which will tick up her season average of 30 a game, which she had come into 7 games into the season. The Division I commit to Kentucky. Greenway has scored at least 23 in all 8 games to start the year. Still does not have a 40-point game, which she was prone to doing, has done it 15 times in her career. Hope Counts limited to a dozen tonight. She fouled out of this game as the whistle was a big story early in the game. McKenna Schaefer, the third starter that reached double figures for Providence Academy tonight. She had 10, finishing 5 of 8 from the floor. A lot of credit should be given to sophomore Alexa Nikolai. She finishes with 9 points tonight. The 5'11 sophomore doesn't typically score a ton, and she was asked to do a lot, especially when Counts was in foul trouble. Lakeville North with a couple of dominant bigs in Ajulu and Wilson. Ajulu gets 18 tonight, but Wilson's limited to 6. And Nikolai doing what she can as an undersized player, playing the 5 when Counts was out. Give her a lot of credit as well, too, for Providence Academy and what they did tonight. Ajulu led the Panthers with 18 points. She was fairly efficient in this game as well, too, going 6 for 10 for the floor. Not much else to speak of for the Panthers. Lauren Robison hit 3 threes for all 9 of her points and got hot for some stretches for the Panthers. This game was close. Lakeville North led it 35-34 at one point late in the first half. Providence closed the first half on a 13-3 run. It turned into a 23-3 run as they scored the first 10 points of the second half and really never looked back, led by as much as 24 tonight. It finished your final score, Providence Academy 82, Lakeville North 58. Providence Academy goes to 8-0. They'll play next on Thursday against Dover Iota before they're off for a couple of weeks for finals. And leading into the holiday break, Lakeville North play Friday at Egan, their first conference game of the year. They'll go in with a deceptive 1-3 record. All of their losses having come to top 2 ranked teams in the state, 2 of them in Class 4A, and now 1 here to the number 1 ranked team in Class 2A. Our thanks to Curtis Jolin, our camera operator here tonight. I'm Matt Dean, signing out here from Plymouth, Minnesota. We'll give you the final score one more time. Providence Academy finishes off the home-and-home sweep dating back to last season. A close game last year. The Lions pulled away late in this one to go to 2-0 against the Lakeville North Panthers under head coach Connor Getz. It was Providence Academy 82, Lakeville North 58. We'll be back with another top-tier high school matchup on our Fox 9 prep game of the week. Keep it right here every Tuesday on Fox 9's YouTube page. We'll talk to you next week with a matchup to be determined right here on Fox 9's YouTube page. Matt, Dean, and Curtis signing out here from Plymouth, Minnesota tonight.
A good neighbor would give you a cup of sugar if you asked. At Truestone Financial, we don't have any sugar, but we will give you up to $350 when you switch to a Truestone checking account. It's true, because we're Truestone.
It's not just any day. It's your day off. A chance to reset, to recharge. A day to lace up, stretch out, and dive into what ignites your soul. This day is all about you, living life at your summit.
I think that Beehive Homes of Lakeville stands out from other options is because of their unique layout and the limited amount of rooms, but the fact that even though they only have 20 units, they have a lot of staff so that there's hands-on care 24/7. You know, my mother is fairly picky about the food, but here they took really good care of her. If there was something on the menu that they knew that my mother didn't like, they'd make something special just for her.
I'm Jill from the Jill Henning State Farm Agency in Lakeville. The winner of this competition will be the team that excels at the little things. At the Jill Henning State Farm Agency, we are committed to the little things. Whether it's answering your call and resolving what you need quickly, going the extra mile to ensure you have a smooth claims experience, or making sure you understand what coverage you need so you don't end up with too much or too little. Stop by the Jill Henning State Farm Agency on Kenwood Trail in Lakeville, or check us out online at jillhenning.net to see what our client reviews have to say about working with us.
At Luther Burnsville Hyundai, we're more than just the South Metro's top Hyundai dealer. We care about the community we serve. That's why we're excited every time a young student gets behind the wheel for the first time. We also take pride in selling safe, reliable vehicles for kids and families, because we want everyone driving to practice, games, or concerts to arrive safe and sound. At Luther Burnsville Hyundai, we take pride in serving the community and are proud to support high school activities.
There are lots of reasons to want a big backyard. At Truestone Home Mortgage, we all agree dog birthday party is at the top. Great home loans, expert help, and a focus on what matters to you. It's true, because we're Truestone.
And we welcome you inside to Providence Academy here in Plymouth, Minnesota. Our Fox 9 prep game of the week brings us west of the cities as Providence Academy, the number 1 ranked team in Class 2A girls basketball, hosts 10th ranked Lakeville North, one of the powers out of Class 4A, the large school division. Matt Dean here with you on the call. It's the Fox 9 game of the week. We got some of the best girls hoopers in the state of Minnesota on display tonight. We're going to take a quick break. When we come on back, we'll check in on some key players to watch out for. Lakeville North out to a 1